My name is Sasanka. I'm from Sri Lanka, and yes, it rhymes. What my name means is the full moon and gentle breeze. Well, I'm a library assistant here at Highland Park. I hold a diploma in IT support and a diploma in specialized 2D animation. It took 15 years to get my full license from start to finish due to being blind in my right eye. Depth perception is a real issue, as is driving at dusk or in the winter, because it's really hard to discern corners and pedestrians.
So my name is Sasanka, and it means joy, or living with joy. I'm the mother of 2 young men on the autism spectrum, and I work part-time as a counselor for Disability Connect. My 2 boys are 16 months apart, and when they turned, each of them turned 30, I got inked. Most of the time, Sasanka looks after Indika when I'm not there. We love libraries, so Sasanka takes him to libraries and walks. He told me like about 6 months ago that, "Mom, do you think somebody else could come in and look after my brother the way I do?" So that takes you back, but I know he absolutely loves his brother.
We went through a fairly standard interview process, and then we moved on to the orientation and training, which is quite a intense 6-week package. Normally, we kind of found that it was slower going than we'd ever encountered before. So we had to break down the units that we normally use for people without neurodiversity and break them into smaller bits and do a really integral coaching plan, and actually involving Sasanka in that process and asking him, what would make it work for him. And he showed a particular interest in what you would use for the ebooks and the different platforms very much, because from his perspective he could see how useful they would be. He's got that expertise there to pass on, which is really nice.
Honestly, my favorite part of the job is just being surrounded by books, people, kids, and sort of encouraging their love of reading, really. It's a place of knowledge. I'm trying to sort of answer patrons' many different and varied requests. Some of them can be kind of a bit nonsensical at times, but we answer them as much as we can. People don't realise how physical a place a library is to work. There's a lot of being on your feet. There's a lot of moving around of heavy totes of things. And for someone really who, I guess, hadn't had a lot of experience in that, he was exhausted before even half a day was done sometimes. He would need to be sitting on a chair. It took a long time to build up his physical resilience. He came up with a brilliant idea of attaching to our fire vests that we wear at the time an international sign for evacuation, so that we could make sure when we went round that we were showing that to people, and that we did get that eye contact and that sign picked up. It was a wonderful suggestion. He's come up with great ideas like changing the font on displays to make them more user-friendly for autistic people to read. He is such an empathetic person to work with. You can see that in the way that he deals with customers. I think he's taught our staff a lot of patience.
He knows he's neurodiverse. He knows he has challenges, but he also sees what the neurotypical world looks like and expects out of a young person. So what he wants in the end is to be accepted for who he is.
This isn't just someone with a disability that we've got on our team. This is a very special person who brings a lot of different strengths and different things.
I think give them a chance. Listen to them, watch them. They are very unique beings, and if all of us were made out of the same mold, I think this will be a really boring world.
I've got purpose in life, generally. I've dealt with depression for most of my life, and it's a struggle to get out of bed. I'll be honest about that. But as long as I've got a purpose and I know I'm working towards something, I'll get there.